Let's go. Men's over us. Ain't different. Listen, it's women crushing it Wednesdays. OGs hooking up in the kitchen. Call it being range. Nike's opinions leave you kids days. Men's O's an unforgettable fighter. With a fist raised, we talking offense and defense. Cause if you get knocked out, it's all in the pretense. We put lights out like D10s. Christine, so pristine, you gotta respect the Queen's gift. Just sit back and enjoy the views. Opinions are plentiful, but it's for y'all to choose. Women crushing it Wednesdays. Let's get into it. It hit different.
Ooh, we're just vibing. Intro.
That's a nice little intro.
Shout out Almighty Kane on the intro. And of course, Ate the Tere that does our thumbnails. You know what time it is. Women Crush Wednesdays. Yay, yay. Hey, but we crush it every day.
Yeah, this is true.
We've been gone for 2 weeks.
That's why I was like, I was missing the song, because when it came out, I was like, you know what? I missed the song.
I know, right? Just vibing. So we've missed y'all, everybody in the chat. Oh my gosh, we have a great show. We're gonna be like all over the place because there's been so much going on. Like, oh my gosh, we had 2 amazing cards, and then all the news and all the back and forth and stuff that people have been putting out. It's going to be a good show. So thank you, everybody that's in the chat. Hello. D-Star, what you got those eyes bugging for, bro? Ray, big time, 35. Yep, it's Wednesday already. Salute, Bud. Gonna stop Canelo. Bolas peladas. Bolas peladas. Daniel, what's up? I was laughing my ass off when Baumgartner got stopped. Oh, we're going to talk about that. Shout out to the women. Thank you so much. Thank y'all. Trill, everybody. Anyway, so before we start, look, we had 2, and Crystal, she's not with us right now. She got something to do. Shout out to our girl, Crystal. She's always supporting. She'll probably be out somewhere. And God willing, she's going to be back with us real soon when she takes care of her business. So shout out to Crystal. But we had 2 amazing cards. 2 amazing cards. Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about that too, Ray, big time 35. We're going to talk about that too. Just hold that thought, because we're going to go down the line. Oh, you need an autograph, Nika. D-Style wants an autograph. Yes, we're gonna talk about with Shakur too. Okay, y'all gotta hold y'all's horses. Let's talk about these 2 great cards. I just want to say, listen, from my perspective, from where I was, where we were, what we were doing, I just want to give a shout out to Jake Paul, and I want to shout out to Amanda Serrano, everybody that was involved, because let me tell you something, they treated us like royalty, you hear? Like, seriously. We had like top of the line everything. We had our own personal person taking care of us. It was I want to shout out Mario, because he was our little guy. He wasn't a little guy, he was a big guy, but he was the guy that was like responsible for us, made sure we were where we needed to be, doing anything we needed. Shout out to Mario for most valuable promotions. I didn't even tell him that I had a show. We had a show, so he could have like watched and could have. We were shouting him out. But so, Nika, what did you think about the whole card? Like, I mean, the on Netflix, they like had 6 million viewers. The Ring, everything was just so pristine. What were your thoughts on it?
I thought that both cards were good, and on Friday, the card on the Netflix card, that was it was a nice event. I know you guys didn't get the win, so it wasn't like the best card, but
yeah, stuff happens.
Yeah, but no, it was definitely I enjoyed the card. The women put on the show. They put on a great show. They did.
But gonna stop, Canelo. You said everything was good except the main event because your girl didn't win. I mean, look, I love Amanda Serrano. I do. I like her. I respect her. I love what she's doing for women. I got to talk to her on the street. Her and Jordan, nice, nice, nice. I told her that I want to go to her amateur show on the island next year. But I knew Katie was going to get the W. What did you think, Nika? Did it go the way you thought it was going to go?
Yes, it did. Mine is like the headbutts that I thought was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Because I just didn't really know headbutts. The one headbutt I did see came from Amanda. If we being real, so I don't because I just want to say this, and it's just my opinion, because this is what I saw on Instagram, a little clip of Amanda speaking and doing like a little
Yeah.
like promo before the fight,
Right.
and she didn't sound good. Like her speech was a little like
Yeah.
all over the place. So I was like, well,
Mhm.
I don't know who cleared her to fight. In my opinion, I'm not a doctor. This is just Micah and her opinions. She didn't look
Right.
like she didn't sound like her speech was like very slurred. So she's been taking a lot of damage, like getting hit in the head and the headbutts from you know
She's been through a lot of wars. She's
yeah,
been through a lot of
she didn't
wars.
get those
And
headbutts this time. And I don't know if they told her opponent and gave her a message like, hey, not so many headbutts this time, because I didn't see any. I was just like, damn, she fought like a different fighter this fight. So,
yeah, they both did. They really
yeah,
both did. They did. We thought we were going to see another all-out war. I mean, it was beautiful. They boxed. They both boxed, and I wasn't disappointed. But like a Big Time 35 said, Katie made the adjustments and proved she's the better fighter. She did make the adjustments. I was like, man, what are we going to see? Are we going to see another war like toe-to-toe, head-to-head, But we didn't. They both had a different plan, and honestly, I thought it was really, really good. And then people still wanted to say that they thought Amanda won, which is fine, you
see, that's
know.
just people like in their feelings because the minute did not win that fight. I don't,
Yeah,
you guys gotta, ay.
yeah.
She did not win that fight. I don't even, any way you slice it, she didn't win that fight. Get over it. Get over it. Sometimes people have your number and Katie has her number. That's just
She
what it
she
is.
does.
That's just what
She
it is.
does. She does have her number, and I mean,
This
there's
was
so much more to talk about it, but I kind of segue a little bit because we saw Baumgartner's performance against Miranda, and I'm sorry, a lot of people really thought they won the fight, and I thought, and I predicted this that Baumgartner was going to knock Miranda out because back a little bit when we were preparing for I think our title defense, Chicken actually sparred Miranda and she put a whooping. So I was like, okay, Baumgartner is going to knock her out. Well, that didn't happen, and a lot
no.
of people thought Miranda won the fight. What did you think about that?
So to me, it was very, very close. It could have been a draw to me, in my
Mhm.
opinion.
Mhm.
Everybody's saying, oh, I want to say this too because I don't care if y'all. Everybody's gonna say when you give your opinion, you a hater. It's just like suck a
Uh,
dick, get over it.
right.
Like it's like
Right.
you know what?
It's opinion. It's
It's
opinions.
opinion, my opinion.
Yeah.
So
We don't
like
know them personally.
my opinion was like I see how with promotions when they're commentating fights they give a little note to the commentator like don't bring this up or don't bring this up because they kept saying over and over she hasn't been in the ring for this long and they didn't say why. It's because she popped dirty. Let's remind people she was not in the ring for a long because she popped dirty and they wouldn't say it. I was just like, oh, that's interesting. Okay. And so she didn't look the same. She
Can you
didn't look like
imagine?
her. It
Yes.
was a good
Only
fight. It was
time
an action
been in the
packed fight.
ring because she popped dirty, as we all
Yeah,
know. Can you imagine?
yeah, but they wouldn't. No, but they say it for other people, but they didn't say it for on this fight. So I'm just like, why they kept saying she's been out, there's no activity in 2 years. Say why. Say
Yeah.
why.
Yeah.
Say why. Inform the people. Inform the people. So Miranda, I was like, Mira, Miranda. She was putting on a show. I was like, wow, she was trying to win that fight. Miranda was trying to win that fight for sure. and she did a
Yeah.
great job. And I thought it was, to me, it was a draw. It was a draw, but I wouldn't have
I
been
could have
mad if
seen
Miranda,
that.
if
I
they would
could
have
have
called
seen
it for
that.
Miranda. Yeah,
Yeah.
because Alicia was taking a lot of hits to the face. Like, I don't care what nobody says, she was getting pounced on.
That
What it
jab,
is.
baby. Miranda's jab, baby. I could see that from where I was sitting. That jab was
Yeah.
nice. That
These
jab was
and
real nice.
and he thought Miranda. Yeah, so it is what it is, and and I heard this on Space, but a lot of people say a lot of fighters don't look the same when they after they pop. So if she didn't look the same. Like, I'm just being honest, and I don't give
Well,
a fuck. If
and
anybody calls me hate.
the reason
I don't
segues,
have no reason to hate. It's just my
but no,
boxing.
it's true. But you're speaking facts.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Hello. Oh yeah, TD Sports Talk. It was great seeing you. Thank you so much for everything that you do and for the interview. That was awesome. But I do want to say this. The reason why I was segueing to that is because then we hear after the fight. I mean, Alicia gave herself, I think, a B plus, and then she talks about wanting KTaylor next.
No.
Um,
You know what? I'm not. Who am I to say no? But what this last fight, I think Katie would like pounce on her just the way she did Amanda. Like in this battle. Oh, sorry. Like, no, she just didn't have the same power. Cause I don't
yeah,
remember Miranda being like in
no,
trouble any time
she
of
was.
at any point of the fight. I didn't see any of her in any trouble. Like,
No, she wasn't, and we got to remember Miranda has an amateur background, like extensive amateur background. She was not gonna just lay down. I mean, she was ready to win. She wanted to win, and can you imagine? She beats Baumgartner. It's crazy. But for her to call out KTaylor, someone said she
that's what
wants
she's supposed to do, though. That's what she's supposed
payday.
to do.
Right,
Supposed
she's
to call
supposed
out
to
the
do that.
Oh,
That's what I
I'm
say
not mad
too.
at it. I'm
You
not
you
mad at it.
yeah, no, I'm not mad at her either because you do want that payday, and you want to call out the girl that just beat your girl. Yeah,
Like, I say
why
something.
not?
I want to say something because I really feel like the opponent that she should have had on this big card for the women should have been the opponent that she popped dirty against. That's my opinion. It
Good
should have been a
point.
rematch on that card.
Good point.
She should have, because she didn't get no justice. She didn't. She still has the
That's
L on her
true.
record, and she's the only one who beat Alicia. That's her only loss on the record on her
That's
record.
true.
So I
That's
feel like
true.
they, you know, just for shits and giggles, and like for justice for her, like let her get it, let her run it back. That's who she should have fought on that card, in my opinion.
No,
So,
I think
but
you
I'm
have a
gonna give
great
her some
point.
good work. This is just what it is.
That's a great point. I'm with you. I'm with you on that. I think that would have been great. But I'll tell you the fight. Somebody Sugar Neeks should have got something like fight of the night. She should have. She did amazing.
Where is it?
She did. I saw it up here. She did amazing. She looked great. She was one. She looked really really good. Um, but the fight that won the 250K, the Shadasia Green and Savannah Marshall, girlfriend. What did you think about that? And what did you think about the aftermath of it all?
It was nice to see. Like, I was happy for her. I was happy for her,
Yeah.
actually. I really was. Um, I like to see, like that raw emotion, like when people win and they're just like,
Hmm.
I was happy for her. She looked like a different fighter this
She
fight.
did.
I don't know if did she train? Did she have the same trainer?
Oh
Just
yes, honey. She said she's had this trainer since the get, and they
okay. So
even waited for when she went to school. She said it's been like 20 years coming or something like that. Forgive me if I'm messing up, but they were solid, solid. What happened?
no, so I was okay. I was happy that she won the bonus too, because she looked great. She did look great. And
Yeah.
then I see that this her winning the fight the way she did, people are putting the talks of her and Clarissa Shields fighting again, because that kind of like went down the toilet when she lost.
Yeah,
And
it did. It
all right,
did.
we don't have
It
to
re-
ding ding ding, but we appreciate you, bolas. I'm gonna read your comment and read your name because you did donate. Christine, where's Top Ray going next month? Hulu? Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know either.
That I mean, that's the whispers. That's the whispers. D-Star, what you want? Bud gonna stop Canelo's off? Boy, what is you doing? That's his third.
This is a good point because you know who looked good that nobody's talking about, and that's Elise Scotty. She did. And
Absolutely.
she did. And
Absolutely.
we wanted to kind of talk about that because
Yes.
Skye Nicholson. Yeah.
Yes. Talk about it.
Well, I didn't upload the thing, the picture.
I wrote it down.
Yeah, no, but okay. So can you read what he said?
Yes.
So this was what's his name?
So Nakisha he's the partner of Jake Paul. So from MP, and he spoke on Skye. So we know that the week before Skye Nicholson had won, she fought at 122, and she, I mean, the person she fought, God bless her soul. I don't know where they got her from, but all due respect to her, but it was a knockout. And so Nakisha from MVP speaks out on Skye. If you want to compete at 122 pounds, demonstrate that you can at 122. Don't hold your head all high saying I got a KO when you totally disregarded the weight. Embarrassing. Show you can actually sell some tickets. Ellie Scotney is the champ. She calls the shots. If you want to fight, let's do a 16 by 16 inside the ropes ring. No Tom and Jerry. I added that. My bad. And then he says, "Call me Eddie if you're interested."
But to be honest, I mean, I chuckled when I read that, but I really feel like shit talking like that really should come from the fighters. Like, he low key be talking a lot of shit because he did the same thing between Amanda and Clarissa. He kind of needs to I mean, that's something that I would say if I was a boxer. So I feel like Ellie should have said that, not him. But I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it because it made a lot of sense.
That's what goddamn MMA podcast says too. Has Nakisha ever fought? He talks a lot. So this is the thing. He never fought, but he writes the checks. He writes the big checks. So
he gonna talk his shit if he wants.
So he gonna talk his shit. He said, "I'm holding the pen, and I'ma talk. So, but I thought that was really good because, but I wasn't sure what he was talking about when he's that about the weight. Did she disregard the weight? Did she not make weight? I don't know what happened there, do y'all? Because I didn't watch the fight. Sorry, I'm not interested.
Me neither, but I caught it right at the tail end. But to be honest, I didn't even really see no promotion for that fight.
At all.
I didn't. So I didn't even know that she was fighting. I was just like, oh, okay.
That's how I was. Somebody mentioned it. I was like, oh, snap. She is fighting, isn't she? But I still didn't watch it. And I'm about
that was a fight for her to look good again and then build her confidence back up because Tiara whooped on her. So it is what it is. That's what you're supposed to do. Make your girl feel like somebody again. Get her feet wet.
Right. Absolutely. And I didn't watch it because it was her. I just really forgot she was fighting and didn't even realize what time to turn the TV on. Like, really, that was just
the promotion for that fight was non-existent to me. But I haven't been on Twitter like that. But I saw a lot of people saying the same thing. So
and we talk about the other card and everything. So there was a tweet or interview I saw where Shakur kind of threw a little salt at Baumgartner. She's not a great fighter, and I forget all everything he said, something to that effect. And I know that Baumgartner have popped back saying something like, we pulled more numbers.
Yeah.
Something like that. But does anybody remember exactly what he said? I know he was throwing some shade over there.
But it was his opinion. He's allowed to give his opinion because not for nothing.
Exactly.
The ladies do it. We do it. The ladies do it too.
We do it.
He be tweeting about the boxes. Clarissa tweets about the male boxes. They all do. So why can't he give his opinion? I don't think he was disrespectful. He was just giving his opinion. and
And
he's a
then
boxer,
and then
so
people
that's his boxing opinion.
and then yeah, people start throwing stuff. Oh, we get another ding ding ding.
Yeah, they named them up. Hey, but a pecan. Did you think Puello beat Matias? You know what? I did. I did think Puellos beat Matias, but Matias got the call. So you know what?
Same.
And then after the fight, he had that cut on his eye, and Turkey said, "You fight November." I was just like, "Damn, this is you could be on your crutches, and he gonna say you fight next weekend." Okay, I don't
Yeah,
want to hear it. You fight next weekend.
yeah. And I'm gonna answer this too. I'm not butter pecan. I think I'm more like a honey cinnamon something. I don't know. But I think
That's
Puello
like a
won too. I think Puello won too. And also it was so crazy because I was sitting with all like his boxing people, all his teammates, from Silas's gym. So going crazy, and I was going crazy too. I haven't even posted a picture. There's so many pictures I need to post, but it was so great. But I really thought that Puello won, but maybe I was being biased. I don't know, but I thought he won. I'm just saying, I thought he won too. I did.
Actually, they can't really say that I'm being biased because I'm half Puerto Rican and half Dominican. So it's
Yeah,
both of the fighters were both like, so it don't matter. Whether one one wins, I win both times, so it don't matter.
right, right,
But
right. Exactly,
I just feel like
exactly.
he didn't win that fight, and then I don't know how fast his eye's gonna heal and how quick. I don't think Turkey should just be telling like, you take it or leave it. I don't care what injuries you
No,
like.
but
You
that's
got a
the
big
thing.
ass.
Same thing. This Nakisha's doing. Like they the ones signing the check, so they gonna say what they want to say.
He was standing right in front of him with that gash in his eye. You
I
fight
know.
November, okay? You fight November. Give me your hand. You
Uh,
fight November.
that's
I was like,
crazy.
oh, I cannot.
Yeah, Pueblo's a dog
I
for
cannot.
real. And then jumping back, just because both these ladies were at two different cards. So jumping back because Layla Ali was at the MVP card, and then Clarissa Shields obviously was at Shirt's fight. Ooh, and we're gonna talk about the entrance.
See, but look at these two different comments. So this is why it's great. Everybody has their own opinions, and this is the Puerto Rican guy right here. He says, "From the Bronx." He said, "I wanted Matias to win, and happy he did because he's Puerto Rican. But I thought Puello won. See, he's being honest with his opinion.
I
But
like
then the
it.
next one says, Nah, Matias beat that boy." So it's two different things.
It's all about perspective and where
Yeah,
you were sitting, I guess. I guess it was you were sitting.
yeah.
But
See, for the great
but
fight.
so Layla Ali was on MVP, and then Clarissa Shields showed up for Shakur, and Layla made a comment like, because we know that Clarissa's been calling out Layla for a few years now, and she's like, yeah, 20 million, was it 20 million, 50 million, 100 million, 200 million, whatever, that she would get back in the ring. Well, damn,
I think he
who
said
would it?
15 to 20 million. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. And you know what? Maybe that's something can build on. I mean, I know Clarissa says she would never, ever, ever work with Jake Paul, but 20
But
million,
if that money right, she
that's what
ain't
I'm
working
saying.
with it. Paul,
Money
she working with
talks.
that money. She working with that money. So I
And,
wouldn't be
and,
mad
and
at her.
Layla is older.
Yeah, but I
Shame
feel
on
like
you, Sal.
she's like one of the
She's
nice uh aging like fine wine. She looks like
exactly.
she look like she could hop in the ring right now if we being
Yeah,
honest.
exactly.
But you know, Mike Tyson got in there and made his
She sure
check with
did.
Jake Paul. I wouldn't be mad because I really don't think that Clarissa has a lot of great opponents to choose from in her weight.
Right.
So I wouldn't be mad at her getting this payday. So they could be mad at it, whatever.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at her either.
I
Like, I mean, I think there's not too many people, even in the chat, that wouldn't take 15, 20 million to fight Clarissa Shields. I'm
that's
just
what be
saying.
killing me. Everybody be like, "Oh man, please, you guys probably would take $500. Get out of my face. Get out of my face."
Ray Big Time 35, she definitely ain't like Manny, though. Yeah, you're silly.
So maybe
You're
the judge
silly.
came and it for the aggressor all night. I thought Boyer won no robbery. See, a lot of people is back for.
Yeah, it's gonna be back and forth all night because there were definitely two different perspectives, even though, I don't know. But they said, somebody said Clarissa be fighting lunch ladies. But
you know, it's not her fault that you guys don't know her fight.
it's
She
not
don't have a lot of opponents to choose from.
options.
So, yeah.
No, not a lot of options. But I did see some weekend of still up Puello and Matias that there was a rematch clause. So that's a good thing, so we can maybe settle it. Maybe we're gonna have another, KTaylor, Serrano. We do it 3 times. I don't
No,
know.
and then that's all I'm kind of trying to hit. We don't want to see the shit no more. Okay, let me speak for
Yeah.
myself. Let me speak for myself because I'm pretty sure the people that want to see Amanda win will want to see her 4th time. I
Oh,
do not
sure. I
see
even
that
heard
fight.
some comments. Yeah.
I don't want to see that fight anymore. Okay,
Yeah. I don't either.
Amanda, Katie has your number. Just let it go.
Yeah.
You did great in your career. Do not give me a 4th fight. I don't want to see the shit. I don't. I don't.
A lot of people in the comments too are saying Clarissa should fight Green. And I believe she did call her out. But
Yeah.
then we had Franchon Cruz, on Twitter
I,
like, look, yeah,
they're scared
y'all,
to say
why
my
y'all
name. They're
speaking my
scared to say
name?
yeah.
Because she
She did
did it
beat her.
once.
Yeah. So you know what? I wouldn't be mad. Give Franchon that check.
Right.
These fighters be getting passed up for. I don't like that shit, but it's boxing.
Yeah, we
Whatever.
can run it back, and then the winner fights Shields. Who
Yeah.
knows? I don't know. Um, but oh, I just want to say this too, that the Shield said that she would knock out Layla Ali with all due respect. All due respect. Okay. Um, now
Since
now
that's how you sell a fight, though. you
that's
know.
it is how you sell a fight. Absolutely. Kane Beastie. Ding ding ding, Kane Beastie.
It's a super sticker, but thank you, King.
Thank
So
you,
I
Kane. We appreciate you so much. We appreciate you so much. Um, but let's talk about Shakur. The Tom and Jerry. I love that he wore the Tom and Jerry. I thought that was so funny when he wore the Tom and Jerry hat because, you know, I think Turkey was talking about he
Turkey.
didn't want to see any Tom and Jerry-ness. And tell me what you thought about the fight, and then I'm gonna give you my opinion.
All right, so let me give Shakur his flowers because everybody knows that I'm like not the biggest Shakur fan, but he showed up and he gave the fans a show. He was in there and he was in there giving you guys what you wanted. All right, but he after the fight said that he don't want to fight like that because that's he don't want to take that punishment if he don't have to.
Right.
And I saw Mike Tyson kind of like co-signing like the name of the game is hit, do not get hit. like
Yeah.
so, he gave the fans what they wanted, but
He
he
did.
want to keep his faculties. That's the way he fight, and I don't think that Turkey should be in there trying to tell fighters how to fight.
Yeah.
Like, first of all, you're not a boxer. Shut the fuck up. Like,
Right.
you just want your entertainment. So you're like, oh, you need to fight. We're gonna make I don't like we're gonna make the ring smaller and smaller and smaller every round and all this stuff. Like, shut the fuck up. I don't know. I just don't like him. I don't like him. I don't like turkeys. I don't like the stuff that he be doing. It's just not. It's not for me. It's not for me.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you. I mean, yeah, he did fight in the pocket. He proved that he can stay in the pocket. And I was talking today. I was actually talking to Trill today, and I was saying the only 2 people, in my opinion, that can do the shoulder was Mayweather and Shakur. Shakur's defense was so tight and so nice, you know. And a lot of people were like, oh, they were showing when he was up against the ropes. This should have been a knockdown. Hello, no standing 8. Hello, his glove did not touch the mat. Why would it be a knockdown? Why? These are people that they don't even know what they're talking about. They
They
just
say
got
what
to be talking.
they say whatever. That's what it is.
They do say whatever. And then, then we go with the say whatever ever again with the main event. Berlanga and Shiraz. I really want to talk about that fight.
Oh
But
yeah.
I also, because there's a lot of controversy, a lot of funny controversy about the hand wrap gate. But
They're
before we
saying
get to that,
hand
yeah,
wrap. You know what? Who started that? Who started that? The hand wrap thing. But you know what?
Look on my
I'm not
Instagram.
surprised that this happened. I'm not surprised that this happened. Like, I feel like Berlanga, he's a great entertainer. He knows how to talk shit. He's from New York,
Yeah,
so he know how
I'm
to
not
talk
mad
shit.
at
So
him.
he's gonna get you to watch the fight. But I knew I knew this was gonna happen one day. I feel like Top Rank kind of did him a disservice, if I'm being honest, giving him all those guys to kind of like these easy fights to knock these guys out, and he started feeling
Yeah,
himself and thinking that he's a knockout artist, and
yeah,
he went in there, and it was just not.
true.
It wasn't your day, buddy. Yeah.
It's true.
But you know what? It's not the end of the world. You live to fight another day. But maybe I saw when he posted about the fight, he was just like, "We're always gonna remain humble in defeat." And I'm like, when has he ever been humble? Like, am I tripping? Or this? I've never seen any humble from him whatsoever. Whatsoever. I was like, remain. He probably humble now because
Yeah.
you got your ass beat, but you weren't humble before, my guy. You were not. You were not humble, and it's okay. We seen it. You ain't gotta play like you were. You were not humble, but hopefully you are. Go back to the drawing board. Fix some things.
Well, and that's like a lot of people were like criticizing him for being the way he was. If he played the villain, the bad guy, whatever he wants to do to sell the fight, he has that right to do whatever he wants to do. I mean, he knows at the end of the day he may win, he may lose, but he has the right to do that, in my opinion. But do you think that he's ever gonna get another main event
Yeah, I do.
opportunity
I do.
to be main
He,
event? Really?
yeah,
See, I
I
don't
do.
think so.
Absolutely. People either want to see him get knocked out again or they want to see him win. He's good for boxing. He talks his shit, but we need that in boxing. But it just sucks for you when you get knocked out and you do all that shit talking. But for the fans, they'll tune in if he's a main event. They definitely will.
See, and I know he's going to be on undercards because they're now use him, in my opinion, which I hated as a gatekeeper, a stepping stool. But
If
as
they
far
would
as the
put
main event, like who could he fight? Like as a man
Caleb
that we're
Plant,
really gonna tune
Caleb
in.
Plant, Caleb Plant. People would tune in for Caleb Plant and
Yeah.
him at the main event. Caleb Plant just lost two.
No, he
So
did, but I don't think Berlanga deserves to be able to fight Caleb Plant. That's my
yeah,
opinion.
but Caleb Plant just lost two.
That's true. But I think
Wasn't
Caleb
pretty
Plant has
either.
more chances of making a comeback than Berlanga, in my opinion.
But that fight's already been cooking. So they right now both in the same spot. They both lost. The fight was already cooking. Give it to me as a main event. I'll watch it for sure, and a lot of people will. If they will tune in
I
because
can
that fight.
see I can see that as a co-main. I can. HOD, you said D Styles correct. If the ropes prevent you from being dropped, it can be considered a knockdown. Not with the no standing eight. You not be knocked down if you're standing. There's no standing eight. So both of y'all are wrong. Both of y'all are wrong. But I mean, somebody said maybe Charlo and Berlanga. I wouldn't mind seeing Charlo and Berlanga, but out of all those three, I'm a Plant fan. Out of
No,
all
I'm a
those
fan
three.
fan. Yeah. So I would like to see him fight Berlanga. I've been wanting to see that fight for a long time. So when Plant lost, I was like, damn, we're not gonna
I
get
know.
Berlanga. And now Berlanga lost. So this is perfect time. Make it happen. Make it happen.
Yeah, I really like Plant. I want to see him back in again too. I just don't see Berlanga being a main event again. But maybe I'm wrong. I hope I am because I do. Like I've told y'all before, like I actually like seen him outside of all of this and sat with him and his lady and he's really a nice guy. But I think most of that is
It's a show
just
that he puts on. But when you put the show on and you lose, like, this what comes with it. You're gonna get the backlash. People gonna talk the shit because you was talking cash trash. So it's what it is. You gotta take
D style, D
it.
style, D style. Why don't you go work for the commission, bro? Sharon, hello. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate you so much.
Oh,
Um,
was it Remy's birthday today or yesterday? Happy birthday, Remy.
Happy birthday, Remy. Happy birthday. Actually, saw him out there. It was so great to see him. Yeah, I saw him at the the weigh-in, no press conference. It was great. It was great to see him. It was Gabe Rosado versus Berlanga. No,
No,
No.
Plant and Berlanga. Plant and
No,
Berlanga.
we do
Let me
not want
tell
to
you.
see Gabe Rosado in the ring again. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I like him, but no.
Oh my
No.
see. Can you think I yeah. This is crazy. And I'm losing these
Somebody
cows.
had mentioned in the chat that it was Mr. Suspicious. He got on me. It was so funny too. Because he was the my people, my people, my people, and they're talking about look at the hand wraps. Baby, those are some good hand wraps, honey. Talking about
Yeah,
they look like the Kodo hand
see,
wraps.
I don't like when they start making excuses and coming out with these freaking like rap gates, and I don't like that. You lost,
Exactly.
you lost.
He
Come
lost.
back and
That's
get
it.
you in. Don't start making excuses like that. Nah, nah, nah.
Yeah, I'm with you. we don't we don't want to see that D style. I like Rosado. He's getting older. He's no, we don't need it. We need people to have their brains. We need them to be able to speak. I think he has a podcast now. So good. Let's just watch his podcast. Oh, Alex Wilson, how did Dave Morrell win his fight? That was a I gotta
That
watch
was a
that
little
again.
sketchy one. Yeah,
I gotta watch it again because
I saw some
I
clips. I missed that, so I'm gonna go back and watch that one because
yeah.
you know a lot of people saying that he shouldn't have won that fight. So yeah, I gotta run that one back. Ooh.
Oh
There's a
yeah.
lot of it was a lot going on, you know. We
It
had a
was a
lot
lot
going
going on. What do y'all think? And so, what did you think about whenever this guy comes out with these hand wrap stuff? I mean, what's the deal, bro? Every time that you like loses, we're gonna come up with stuff.
Yeah,
I
we
don't
gotta
know.
no. He needs to Berlinga needs to come out and stuff say no, nothing was wrong with the raps. I just got
Yeah,
was just
yeah,
he better man won that night. Because
yeah.
this is so stupid.
I mean, Shiraz, look, he did the damn thing. Like I really wanted Berlanga to win just because I wanted him to be able to make a comeback. But Shiraz, and then after the controversy with Uncle Turk, right there in the field of play, talking to Shiraz, telling him, that he was down or whatever. I didn't want it to be another one of things, but it wasn't. So, I mean, he's good and he's tall. He's
Yeah, but
really tall. He's really tall.
who did the turkey like pull him and say who's he gonna fight next? Did he already say? Because you know that's what he was doing
Well,
on
I
like
think he
you
called
fight
out
you fight
Canelo.
November.
I think he mentioned Canelo's name. I mean, who's
Oh
not mentioning
yeah, you know
Canelo?
he tweeted that. Yeah, he was just like yeah.
Yeah, I think everybody's
You know
that.
what?
But
Let me.
I I have a question. What do you think? Do you think that Turk will ever have a woman? I mean, we okay. He had 100%
No.
on one, and that was it. Do you
Yeah,
think he'll
and
ever have?
I think a lot had to be done to get her on that card. I really do. We ain't seen a woman on that his another one of his cards ever since she lost. She can't get back on that card. He was just like,
That's
see,
true.
that's why I don't want women on my card. Because look, that is the only female fight that he had on all these
Mhm.
cards. Like,
Mhm.
and then I was just some nights I just be going down a rabbit hole, and
Yeah.
I was looking. I was like, damn, let me see how many pictures he posts with him and like a woman or like a female, but none. There was none on the page on his Twitter. No female boxers, nothing. He didn't take a picture with no women, so he don't have no plans for no women. That's my never. He never will. He never will. So no, he's
He don't want
happy
ring girls.
holding
You're
hands
right.
with
He
the
don't even
guys.
want ring
This is
girls.
our thing. This is the man things. He's not doing shit for the women. Nothing.
No.
Absolutely nothing.
No, yeah, there was no ring card girls, no nothing. I mean, you know what? And like Fat Joe and Remy Ma walked out Berlanga.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised he even let Remy Ma you know, get on out there. But he
But
did.
because Remy Ma and Fat Joe are like brother and sister,
No,
so
no, I know,
that's
but
their
I'm saying
song.
she's a woman. She's a woman. She's
Yeah,
a
but
woman.
see, as a but the performer, but as putting like the money in the pocket for a boxer, he's not gonna let those women do
Yeah,
nothing.
Alexander Wilson,
Every
we
time
did
people
just say
say,
that.
just
We
ignores
did
it.
We did just say that yes, Skye did fight on card. She was the only one. She was the first and only. We did just mention
Yeah.
that.
No, and you know what's crazy too is that on Friday, the night of the women's fight, Turkey had this sparring event in
Yes.
New York, And
Yes,
on the same
box
time
raw,
that the women were fighting, so he
box
don't give
raw.
a fuck about women's boxing. So
I
that he's
know,
never gonna do shit for the women. He literally held a sparring event during the
I know.
women's fight in New
You know,
York.
it
So
was so
it's like
crazy they
it's
did
pretty
that.
much like, yeah, bitch, we watching over here like, oh, there's women boxing tonight. Let's set up a sparring match.
And then he was
Damn.
saying he was saying something about like people could get a shot to possibly be on the undercard, of Canelo and Bud after all that. Yeah, so I don't know.
No.
But you would think, and I guess not money driven, because you would think, okay, he saw how many people were in that stadium, how many people had their eyes on Netflix,
Mhm.
and he might be like, maybe, but no, he's definitely
I mean,
not
but
money
he's
driven.
he held an event, and then he tried to, he dangled a undercard fight as the
Yeah.
reward.
Let's see if
Come,
that
we're
really
going to
happened.
have the battle of sparring in the Bronx or wherever it was, Brooklyn. I don't even know where it was at. But we're not gonna watch those women fight. We're gonna hold fire. Don't even ask me
Be
where that voice
gone,
comes.
girl.
We want men boxing. We don't want the women boxing. Come
Yeah.
for a chance to fight on the Canelo undercard. And they weren't paying these guys or anything. Is if you won, then you might get a chance to fight on the card. But they didn't pay any of these fighters sparring for their entertainment
I
and
know,
streaming it
right?
during the women's event. So you know what?
Right.
Turkey. Ugh,
That was
ugh,
crazy.
can't.
That's crazy. And then yes, we did see a Bug to Stop Canelo that a Big Baby Miller, speaking of, and Jared Anderson, um, gonna be fighting.
Oh, I
So
didn't even see that. So wait.
yeah, they
Big
were ringside.
baby and Jared Anderson supposed to be in the book.
Yeah, that's the rumor. That's the rumor. And they were ringside. I see him ringside. And then this is so crazy, y'all. Y'all need to
You
tell
won't
me
put
how to.
no, but you won't put no women on your card, but you put this mess on there. Well, not mess, whatever.
You
To
know
you,
what's so funny?
but you don't put the.
Y'all gotta tell me how to do this because I'm just like I don't know how to do it, but this is so funny. So I posted a video because I saw Keyshawn and Uncle Turk talking and kind of having some kind of conversation like, "Ooh, what's going on?" And I was like, "Ooh, what's going on?" Whatever. And then somebody retweeted it. I mean, they put my name. Well, however y'all do that, man. This person got like so many damn views, and I was like, I'm the one who put it
What you
out
said.
there. Can I get some? It was so funny. But yeah, we did see that too. We didn't know what was going on. And I will tell you this too. Whenever whenever Shakur was fighting, there was like a group of guys, and I don't know um who they were. I think they must have been his teammates, cousins, whatever. And they were like causing a lot of ruckus, and they had to like be told to like sit down. They were like about to get kicked out of there. It was crazy. But what I want to know, who that is not signed with most valuable promotions, would you like to see? If we have to name 2, 3 people, what are some
Tiara,
of the?
Tiara. I always call
Tara
her
Brown for sure.
Tiara.
Tara Brown for sure.
Tiara Brown. Um, and you know what? I don't know if Michaela's thing with Top Rank is up, but I like to see her on there too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And Clarissa, yeah, Clarissa, but she's not gonna. She's not gonna. Right now, she's doing her thing with Salita. So he's been treating good,
yeah,
and she's happy. So
yeah,
But
yeah.
if
She
you
is.
say names that I know, I feel like Tiara for sure, and I would like to see Michaela in there because I feel like they could make a lot of good fights with her on there. So
HOD, you must know something we don't know. So I hope to God, yes. And then O'Shea would be great, Jamie. O'Shea would be great. Yeah, Fundora would be great. I mean, we just
oh
saw
yeah,
that.
Dora's that's a good one. Yeah,
Yeah,
good.
there's so many, so many. And the thing is, she'll sign for the money, I think. the thing is, what people don't understand. Okay, yeah, the money's involved, but also they have contracts with their promoters. You know what I'm saying? So they got to work that out with the promoter too. So sometimes that's part of the problem. But MVP needs to get all these women
People gonna
seriously.
talk about some Mike Tyson. No, you know what? People be I just talk my shit out here because these fighters be dirty, and if somebody fight me and they pop dirty, I'm gonna come back for revenge. I'm not some other people.
Right.
You fighting me, you dirty, you gonna get yours. But the universe takes care of people like that for me. So
It's
what?
very true. So they just signed, Holly Holmes, and she's, what is she, 40?
I don't know how old she is, but
But,
Tiara,
but
Tiara's my top name
no, Tiara's
because
my number one top name. But I'm saying if we're gonna do that, I really like Shotgun Shannon. She just dethroned the princess who they thought was gonna be the next big star in Australia.
I
She
think he just need to pick up
after her
all the women.
surgery.
He really just need to pick up all the women because, like, what they're doing with the men, they don't have plans for the women at all. So,
Yeah.
and maybe they should have a competition who makes bigger shows because this weekend the women won, right?
Yeah, that's true. You know who I would like that's not pro yet, but that I would like for them to sign is Now Graham. We had her on here. She's 168, two-time Olympian. We got Shadasia Green. We got Franchon. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see her do that. She's gonna be on the Christy Martin movie. It hasn't come out yet. I'm still waiting.
Yeah, when
But
does that come out?
I
Because
don't know.
yeah,
I talked to her not too long ago, and I really I don't know. But thanks, Lukey. Thank you. Few thoughts and questions. MVP and Salida promotion seem to be the best places for women boxing right now. You're right.
yeah.
You're
So I'm saying like
absolutely
Clarissa
right.
and Franchon, they're both with Salida.
Yes,
So
they are. They do
I
have
think
the most women right now
yeah. So I really feel like it
in
should
the
just pick
best
up the rest
place.
of the women because nobody has plans for them. And not for nothing, I always give props to Jake for his promotion. So
Yes,
I'm a fan of him as a promoter, not as a boxer, but as a promoter. I'm gonna make that clear. Okay.
very true.
And
Yes,
he does
no,
a good job. So and the women they're getting what they deserve with him. At
yeah.
MVP. So I want the fighters who deserve that money to go over there. So
And we've seen other promoters sitting down at the table and coming together, and I think that would be so great to do. And Lukey also asked, "What are our thoughts on Pacquiao returning in his mid 40s?" Look, I'm such a Manny fan. I always was. Like he was always like one of my number one guys, but I don't necessarily want to see him back. I don't want his legacy to be possibly ruined over this one fight, and I don't want to see him get hurt. We saw what happened in his last fight. I
all
mean,
I remember when y'all bring up his name is his wife feeding him like he was
yeah,
like an elderly man in his 90s that couldn't feed
he couldn't
himself.
even feed himself.
That's
That's
how
what
I
I'm
remember
I don't
him.
want to. I'm worried about it. And yes, Bam Rodriguez fight is definitely going to the radar. I'm so upset because I have credentials. I am going to the media event. I'm going to the weigh-ins, but I can't go to the fight because I have to be working Saturdays. So I'm so upset about that. But Cafu is definitely tough competition, and it's really going to be a great fight. And I really can't wait to see it. I really can't. Um,
Um,
yeah, I
I
want to see him back.
I mean
Hey, Jamel.
the fighters fighting in the foot like Manny Pacquiao. I don't want to see him. I don't want to see him get hurt. Like
Yeah,
I honestly I really do like that. The pictures, the video of his wife feeding him. That's what I remember of Manny, and
me too.
I don't want to see that. So but he still looks like he's out there doing how Manny be doing. He's doing other little videos, and then Teofimo was in one of those videos trying to take his shine,
I
like
know.
per usual. But yeah, Manny, they don't. These guys don't know how to sit down. So I can't.
Walk
I'm
said
not
he
gonna
has
retire nobody. When
$10.
they're ready, they're ready. I'm not gonna retire nobody, but I want everybody to be healthy when they meet the
That's the
sport that they
thing.
love.
Healthy, absolutely. Walk said he has $10 on Pac-Man. Okay. Yeah, I mean, mommy's gonna go see it too. Who y'all got? Fundora, Tim Zoot. Come on. Come on. I really think, I'm a fan, big fan of both. I like what Tim Zoo stands for, but I think he's at the end, and I think Dora is gonna win again, in my opinion. Even though I thought Tim Zoo had a really good chance the last time they fought to win, but that cut just really messed things up. What do you think about that?
That cut is still bothering him, like in his mind. I feel like every time he even gets like tapped on the head, he always goes like, like he's having PTSD from it, like
Yeah,
rightfully so. But so
I
I don't
think
know.
so.
I liked him as a fighter, and I like him as a person. So I want to see him win. I just don't know. I don't know mentally if that's still gonna bother him. So we'll see. We'll see. We will see.
This is true. So he said, and why do most people underrate Usyk, my favorite current fighter? He has a case to be top five heavyweight all time with a win over Dubois, but most will act like I said a bad word in church. Yeah, that rematch. What are you thinking about that? It's this weekend too, isn't it? That's this weekend.
Yeah, it
I'm so
is.
out of the loop.
I know. I've been out of the loop too a little bit. Well, by on purpose, because you know
Yo, oh look.
these
Ray
boxing
Big
fans.
Time 35 said, how'd you say how you gonna say that in church? He said, yeah, you said a bad word in church. Hell no. I mean Usyk, yeah.
Wait, that's this. That wait, that's
Yeah.
this weekend.
Yes, I think it is. Yes, it's Wembley on Saturday. Yep.
Okay, you know what? Well,
Oh, Bugger
we
está
get some.
Canelo
This month
Dubois.
is a great month of boxing. I
It,
must
oh
say.
my gosh.
Yeah,
Seriously.
yeah. It's a
So
great start to the second half of the year.
no, seriously. I mean, I'm excited. I'm not mad at it at all. Not mad at it at all. Um, well, look.
You know what? I really have been. You know what? When I said I was drinking my one of my minding my business, I've been minding my business
You've
so
been
much.
doing
I
it.
don't know who the fuck is fighting.
We so I saw this tweet by Michaela Mayer. Speaking of, excuse
Oh
me,
yeah.
and she compiled her list of what like to see next.
Hmm.
She said that she would like to fight KTaylor at 140 or 147. Which, you know what? I'm not at that. I'm not mad at that. She would also like Serrano and Baumgartner 126 to 130. I don't think I'm speculating, okay? I'm really thinking that whenever Amanda, stops boxing because she's the right now of MVP, that they are putting Baumgartner in line to kind of be the face of MVP. So I don't know if that would happen. Do you think that that possibly happen, Amanda and Baumgartner?
I don't think so. I don't think it's gonna happen. Um, I really want to see Mayer and Baumgartner rematch. To be honest, I really do want to see that one because
Yeah.
that shit talking and the lead up to those fights was epic. So I would not be opposed to another round of that.
I just think the weight is the issue, and Baumgartner's not gonna move up, and
But
and and Mayer is so muscular, and it's
but she
just
said,
gonna.
didn't she say she move up a little bit for Clarissa, right? So why not for
But
this
that
rematch that everybody been calling
I
for?
know, and I think
You know.
I just think that that was cap in my opinion. And
You
then she
know
said, "What about
what?
Cameron and Holmes at 140, and Shields versus Green?" I'm with you though. I mean, let's let it back with Franchon, let her get that paycheck, and then I say the winner fights Clarissa Shields. But that's just my opinion.
But you know who's also been calling Alicia, and then she just been getting ignored, is Devon's sister.
Oh, I know.
That she's
Caroline,
just getting ignored. Yeah, she after the
Caroline
fight,
Dubois.
she called her out right after the fight. I
I
would like to see that
love
fight too.
Caroline.
I would like to see that fight too.
What? Woo! Let's get on. I would
So
love that. Oh my gosh, I would love that. I love Caroline Dubois. She is like one of my top favorites. That's for sure.
I don't see why people like this is another thing. Oh my god. Why do people get upset that she's calling her out? She's a boxer. That's what she's supposed to do. Why? like this fandom, this people
HOD.
have, it's like insane. Like y'all gotta stop
I
dick sucking
know.
that. That shit crazy. That shit be crazy. But whatever.
HOD Admano, you're so funny. You're so funny. He said, Alicia did not look too good, and she is 31, 32 years old to become the face long term for anything. People gonna at you, HOD. People gonna be mad at you. Uh,
She didn't look like she definitely looked different from previous fights. Just
yeah,
will say
that's for sure. That's for sure. Oh, Tam, yes, Tam. I love Tam. That's my girl. Love Tam. She did great, and she's fierce from Canada. She's awesome.
damn,
Um,
you know, when you say 154, the big girls, I'm just like, damn, I'm a big girl.
she's like 6 foot. She's like 6 foot, probably one or two.
But I'm a big girl now. When you say
No, this
154,
no, she is
but I'm
like
losing weight though, so
tall.
it's chill.
She's
Let me.
like 6'.
I'm losing weight, so I'm not. So I won't be the.
Girl, you look
Wait,
good.
he
Stop.
said
You look
154, the
good.
big girls. Like damn.
No, she's tall. You know what, Trill? She like she overtrained. But yeah, she did. But
I don't know what it was. It just didn't look the same. But Miranda came to fight. She came to win. She looked great. So I feel like Miranda definitely earned another spot in one of
oh,
their cards.
absolutely. Oh, she
You
okay.
know.
So I talked to her coach. Has 4 fights in 2 years with MVP.
Mhm.
So good for her. She is a
Yeah.
little baddie too, Ray Big Time. But no matter how you are, you got to be able to fight too. I'm just saying. Um, Michaela. So everybody was like, talk, whenever Michaela put her list out, they're like, oh, what about Lauren Price? And she's like, they fumbled the bag. They messed it up. They were supposed to be fighting this weekend, and Lauren's team messed it up. So stop with all the attacking Michaela.
How many fights does Michaela have left with Top Rank?
The question I would like to know, because I would love for
Yeah, because
MVP
I
to
would like
pick
to
her
see
up
her
too.
because not for nothing, Top Rank don't really promote the women right over there. They only had her, and then they had Sinisa, but then she retired. So,
Yeah.
um, I really feel like she would do great at MVP. So,
And some people were saying like they don't think that that MVP is gonna last long. That they're just kind of here by night, kind of the way they say about Uncle Turk. But the thing is this: when you're making money and you're making other people money, why would you just be fly by night? That wouldn't be very smart, you know.
I just think that's really people saying that because they don't want to see the women. They don't want to see the women. That's what it is.
Good point.
And you know, guys are entitled to whatever, but women, we want to see the women prosper. Okay, they are
Yeah,
athletes too, and sometimes, a lot of times, they were much more entertaining and, like, put
absolutely,
on a greater
absolutely.
show than the men. Well, I'll just say that. You know, the women, they don't really pussyfoot around with like, oh, you know, they. I feel like the fights that we wanted for the women, we got them way faster than these men that like to argue online and not really make the fights. You know, so.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Oh my gosh,
Man,
he's so crazy.
my bad, big. My bad. Amen. No, I'm just saying. No, when I saw the weight and you was like big girls 154, I was like, oh no.
Now he meant she's tall, like she's probably like 6'3" or something. Like she's tall. She's a big girl. She's like tall. She's super tall. But trademark goat. Lukey said, I don't think MVP are short, but let's say they are. Even then, they have to go after the best and most meaningful fights for your career, and they are making them. That's very true. Ellie Scottney might be at the best women's boxer. Ellie Scottney, yeah, she did amazing too. I don't know,
Yeah.
but
And does she talk a little shit or not? Or what is she is she
Ellie,
seems like a very nice
yeah,
monster.
no,
Like maybe that's why Nakisa's doing all the shit talking. I don't know.
yeah, she
And this
didn't
is
seem to be like
cranberry
that.
juice. People that swear I was drinking
Oh, and
liquor.
this is not. I'm on a cleanse because, man, I was in New York. You know what I'm saying?
Me too.
I'm doing a little detox. But anyway, so before we get out of here, any last words, my girl?
Um, I wanna thank everybody in the chat for tuning in. We were gone for like 2 weeks. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we're back, and but the end of the month I'll be in Mexico, so
Oh, good
I'm
for
gonna have to see if
you.
I can get online from there because I leave
Yes.
on a Wednesday. Um, I just been chilling, minding my business. I haven't really been on Twitter. I have not argued with anybody all year like that. I really haven't. So
I'm
I'm
proud of
gonna
you.
I want to pat myself on the back. Okay. Yeah, and no, I don't even have nothing nasty to say. I've been so peaceful. I don't want nobody. I really don't give a fuck what nobody got going on. I've been peaceful, minding my business. Leave me alone.
No, you've been
Leave
good.
me alone, y'all. Leave me alone. But because people been trying, but that's pretty much it. See you next Wednesday, you guys, and hopefully we get another great weekend of boxing because we got great.
I think so. I do want to just second that. I wish Tara was on that card. I wish she would too. I wish she would have been too. And then HLD, why was Kate talking a bit saucy? Listen, she is a good Catholic woman like me. And sometimes people push the wrong buttons and we get saucy if we want to. Just
Yeah,
saying.
if
I'm just
you push
saying.
people enough, they're gonna talk. People are allowed to defend themselves or talk shit here and there, especially if they could back it up. You know,
Absolutely.
you can talk shit.
Absolutely. So anyway, thank you so much to the chat. We love y'all. We have the best chat in the world, and everybody that tuned in. Ooh, just in time, I was about to die. And to my girl Nika, I appreciate you so much. And our girl Crystal, hope to see you next week. And we love to love. God bless you all. Until next Wednesday.